Ojai. Alice Springs, the city in the south of the Northern Territory of Australia. It is located practically in the exact geographical center of the country. Locals more often call the city just Alice. In language of natives, the city is known under the name Emparnth. The population makes 31120 people. 2020. That is the city to the third largest in the region after Darwin and Palmerston. Alice Springs is almost equally removed from the cities of Adelaide in the south and Darwin in the north. To the west from the city, the mountain Libbig is located. Alice Springs is the center of the region, the Central Australia. The city was founded as the settlement at the cable station on the middle of the caravan track connecting the north and the south of the continent. Originally Stewart, in honor of the famous researcher of continental Australia, John Macdonald Stewart, was called. The settlement was located near Not Drying Up Spring, named by Alice Springs, because of what the city began to call by the same name often. In 1929 from Adelaide the railroad was carried out, and the city was transferred closer to the station. In 1933, after many debate, the city was officially renamed into Alice Springs. But the highway connecting Adelaide and Darwin kept the name, Stewart Highway. Alice Springs is located almost in the most geographical center of Australia, distances of the next sea coast, about 1200 km, to the nearest large town minus 1500 km. The city is also the center of the railway and automobile highways connecting the north and the south of the continent. Since 1966, the American base, Pine Gap, conducting observations and management of satellite protection, at which over 1,000 employees of the NSA, CIA and RAO of the USA works in the city. An object Pine Gap is known as one of the largest foreign stations of radioelectronic intelligence of the USA. Enters into Echelon Network. Long time the base was the main source of income of the city, but now a main type of city income is tourism. The city airport is in 14 km to the south from the city. It was constructed in 1940, instead of the old airport existing since 1920, and since then repeatedly extended. During World War II, the airport played an important role for military transport aircraft. Today it not only accepts planes of civil aviation, but also is used for start of stratosphere balloons with any scientific equipment. According to a census of 2001, the population of the city made 23,384 people, from whom 17% were the Australian natives. For 2005, all population was estimated at 26486 people. In 2020, Alice Springs population totals 31120 people. Americans live in Alice Springs continuously from the moment of foundation of the 421st Military and Aerospace. At the moment she is located on Schwartz Crescent and the Joint Geological and Geographical Research Station, SGARES, is a part of the Joint American-Australian project under the name. Now about 2,000 residents of the district Alice Springs have the American citizenship. Most of them, and also a quantity of Australians, celebrate large American holidays, such as Independence Day and Thanksgiving Day. Americans from Alice Springs are also known as participants of a great number of teams and clubs, including on baseball, basketball and soccer. A major factor for involvement of tourists to the city was Mount Uluru, located in 340 km to the southwest earlier. However, in 1984 and 18 km to the north from this mountain, the tourist resort of Ulara, on which border the Ayers Rock Airport was constructed, subsequently was founded. Therefore, for more years many aviatourists, unlike auto tourists, began to fly directly to Ulara because of what considerable part of them don't visit Alice Springs anymore. Alice Springs has a large number of tourist resorts, casino, the Museum of Art of Natives, nightclubs, pubs, a set of restaurants and cafe. Also, following programs are available to the coming tourists. Visit of the Desert Park. Desert Park. The old cable station, center of reptiles, a botanical garden and movie theater, and also tours on camels, flights in the balloon and many other things. For accommodation of tourists, several hotels, hostels and also special parks are available to a stop of the people coming by own cars. But in a year in Alice Springs, the set of various festivals and representations, including races on the desert and down the River Todd, is held. Temperature fluctuations are about 20 degrees every day. In the summer, in the afternoon, temperature quite often reaches 40 degrees. The absolute maximum makes 48 degrees. In the winter, temperature is much lower. Sometimes there are frosts too. 7 degrees and an absolute minimum make 10 degrees, in spite of the fact that the city is at the width of the southern tropic. The climate very dry, the majority of rainfall drops out in the summer. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.